Hello everyone, myself I am Rani. So today I'm going to give presentation of practices and technologies in computer game software engineering. So today it's all about the games in software engineering. What are the technologies we are going to use? What are the steps? What are the methods? And what are the practices? Normal methods and practices to be taken while designing any game application, which is software engineering, right? So let's get into it. So here I have steps. Here I have a main topic. Here I am subtopics of that. So subtopics of that is landscape of computer game software engineering, the importance of practices and technologies we are going to use, and practices in computer game software engineering. It's normal practices we are going to use in computer software engineering, and technologies in computer software, computer game software engineering, and lastly I'm going to conclude this topic. Let's see the first topic, which is landscape of computer game software engineering. Normally what is meant by landscape in the sense, how much does, like, how much area does it take? Area in the sense, not in the ground. It's like how much it can affect, how it can have in the social media. Explore the dynamic landscape of computer game software engineering, where creativity meets technical excellence to bring virtual worlds to life. So, before going to create any game application, we are going to think of that particular feature, which is we are going to add in the our game, right? So before designing any game, we need to first decide what is the new feature we are going to add in the game, and which is and then we are going to add it in our game, and we are going to test it, right? Computer games are rich, complex, and often large-scale software applications. See, games are not small computer program. It is a large with a large software application, and it does have a number of modules. It does have a number of functions to do, and it does have a number of flowcharts to explain it. It does have a documentation. So it is a very large, and its functionality is also large, and it its performance and its accessibility and its exceptions, these all are going to be included in software application of game. Computer games are a significant, interesting, and often compelling software application domain for innovative research in software engineering techniques and technologies. So before going to create any game, we are going to understand what the new thing we are going to add in the game, right? That is innovation research. We need to do before we need to develop any game application. We are going to innovative research. We are going to research on that yes, this idea has been already implemented in the software in gaming or not. We are going to analyze that, and before doing development of the game, game developers, whether focusing on entertainment market opportunities or game-based applications in non-entertainment domains like education, healthcare, defense, or scientific research, serious games or games with a purpose, this share a common community of interest is how to best engineers game softwares. So the game application can be in the purpose of entertainment, or it can be in the serious purpose such as education, healthcare, defense. So these are these facilities are going to provide with games, and game is not only to entertain, it also includes in education, healthcare, defense. So these all are the main factors of game software. Before going to create, we need to decide that which uh, which domain we need to decide, either whether it is a education domain, it is a healthcare domain, or defense, or it can be a entertainment domain, right? Next, the importance of practices and technologies. What are the major practices we need to follow and technologies we are going to use in the game software engineering? Dive into significance of implementing effective practices and leveraging cutting edges technologies in the realm of computer game software engineering. So we are going to understand what is the significance of practices we are going to perform in the game software, right? And games are at the forefront of software engineering. Game software engineering, although often neglected in circular, poses huge challenges such as time to market, complexity, collaborative development, and performance. Before we are going to release or launch the game into the market or the society or the in the app, we are going to analyze its time to market, its complexity, and what can be the future use of that future collaborative we are going to have with that game, and what is the best performance it can provide, and does it reach the students expectations, not students, it's does it going to reach the users expectations or not. We are all this we are going to cover in the game software engineering. Game development ranges from entertainment, with games being more sophisticated and complex than movies, to serious games used for education in university industries. See, game is not only for entertainment purpose. It can be also be used in the universities and develop industry to develop their students or users experience and their intelligence. So, game does has a less efficient and high efficient also. It does provide a great intelligence to the students and also to the users. Practices in computer game software engineering. So, what are the major practices we are going to perform? If we see normally, we are going to what is the requirement. First we are going to analyze what the new requirement does user wants to experience, right? And then after we are going to we are going to develop the game, and then we are going to deploy it, and then we are going to understand it does has any drawbacks or else or not. Then we are going to check does it safe for every user, does it safe for every phone, and then we are going to release it or launch in the market, right? So let's see what are the major methodologies or practices we are going to do when designing any software game engine. Discover the power of agile approaches in game development, empowering teams to iterate, adapt, and deliver immersive experience. It does agile development methodology is nothing but from starting of the game development and the end of the game development, what are the things we are going to do, what are the extra things we are going to add, and what are the things which is not which are not going to include in the game development process. Quality assurance and testing practices. Uncover the strategies and techniques employed to ensure the highest level of quality in game software engineering. So what are the major qualities assurance we need to take care before we are going to launch the game, and what are the normal practices, testing practices we are going to do. See, quality is very important in the game, in the applications of game, because game is normally which is trending in the market, which everyone, not everyone, it's like every student and user wants to experience a good quality of game. It does not wants just a game, right? It does also wants to have a good quality clarity. Continuous integration and development deployment. Learn how continuous integration deployment practices streamline the development process and enhance collaboration among team members. So, in the further use, game can be collaborative with the other companies or other organizations, to be furthermore expanded in the society, in the market, right? And it needs to be always to be maintained in the integration and deployment process, because in the further we can change the code, further we can change the functionality of the game. So this can be happen, to that we need to always be continuously we should integrate and deploy the practices of game. So what are the major technologies we are going to use in the computer game software engineering? So game engines and development frameworks. So there are numerous types of frameworks which are going to provided in the internet or in the market to be used and develop the game software. but it does take a lot of time to do that. So explore the powerful game engines and development frameworks that provide the foundation for building captivating gaming experiments. So we need to see good good frameworks and deployment engines we can be used to provide a good experience to our game, good framework to our games. Next, virtual reality and augmented reality in games. Immerse players in alternate realities with virtual reality and augmented reality technologies, creating unforgettable gaming adventures. So here, this nowadays everyone is aware of metaverse, right? So metaverse is that which is virtual, which we cannot be seen by real, but it can be a virtual. We can experience that in virtual, right? So we can create that type of games which are virtual and which can be different in number of categories from reality, but still it does a new experience, it does give a new experience to the user of virtual gaming. Artificial intelligence and machine learning in games. Unleash the potential of AI and machine learning in games, adding depth, immersion, and challenge to the player experience. And nowadays, artificial intelligence is also a great works in the market, right? And we can apply the artificial intelligence, machine learning, algorithms into the our game, which makes the game newly updated and it gives a new experience to the user. So it does go good performance if we provide artificial intelligence and machine learning in our gaming software. So lastly, I am going to conclude the this topic, which is game software engineering. We have seen, let's revise what are the topics we have done. We have seen the landscape of the game software engineering, and we have seen the practices and technologies we are used in that, and we have seen three steps, normal practices we need to done before developing any game, which is agile development and quality assurance, and also integration and deployment process to be done continuously. Next, we have seen three major technologies where we can implement a new games, which is like virtual. We can give a virtual and augmented reality different games in that, and we can provide artificial intelligence, and we can also give like a frameworks. We can provide a great number of frameworks. We can use great number of frameworks and provide and give the game the new future to it, right? This all we have seen. So let me conclude the this ppt. As technology evolves, the practice and technologies in computer game software engineering continue to push the boundaries of innovation, delighting players worldwide. So games are not going to be in the boundaries, it does leads to the boundaries. So new ideas, while we are using new technologies, while coming the new technologies, we are going to deploy the new technology in software industry also. So it does give a good experience to the user in technology and innovation. The results of the study suggest that software engineering for computer games is a field that embraces many techniques and methods from conventional software engineering and adapts them so as to fit the specific requirement of game development. So to provide a good experience to the users, we need to uh, update the technology, and we need to create a new games, or we can just integrate and we can collaborate with the new organization to provide a good experience to the user with new technologies and features. So this is my ppt. Thank you. This is my presentation, and thank you.